Bum, 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 bum. Welcome back, my friends, to BjjBrick Quick. This is your quick Jiu-Jitsu podcast. Coming at you today, we're talking about the Jiu-Jitsu tree. We're talking about the top half of the tree today. Because everybody knows underneath the tree there's a bunch of roots. But the tree itself, it's got a trunk, it's got branches, leaves. Probably some sticks somewhere in the bunch, probably between the branches and the leaves. Maybe there's a flower on it. Maybe there's fruit. Maybe a few nuts on your jiu-jitsu tree. I'm off on a tangent at the beginning of the show. That's how you know it's going to be a good one. So this is just kind of a way to think about your jiu-jitsu and how it builds. I think of my jiu-jitsu tree as kind of having a few key branches. I used to think of it like top and bottom game. So either I'm on top and working, that's passing the guard, that's side control, that's mount. Bottom would be, obviously guard and then defending, positions from side control or mount, trying not to get tapped out or trying to escape. There's a few other branches, kind of near the trunk. Some people don't even have that branch that has the takedowns. What about back control? I put that towards the top end, but it's kind of a different branch. It's not really the same. If you think about dealing with like a good wrestler, it's hard to get on top. Not that hard to take their back a lot of times. Obviously, the ones that know jiu-jitsu are really hard to take their back. Anyway, but so your jiu-jitsu is kind of organized as a tree. And if coach is showing you a side control submission, maybe you take your lapel out. You're in side control. You kind of stabilize it. You take your lapel out. And you sneak it around their neck. You adjust your grip. You switch hands. Maybe you come up and you finish and you choke them. That's kind of cool. Okay, I like this. It seemed easy. I did it to my teammate. It seemed to work. I seemed to understand it. I even at the end, towards the roll, did it to my teammate and said, "Hey, resist this." Couldn't resist it. Okay, perfect. I've got myself a good move. This could be a BjjBrick. Could be one of those top moves I have. You go out there, and you can't pass the guard. You get swept almost immediately. It's not going to work. That branch is too weak to support that technique. Maybe you pass the guard, but your training partners escape side control immediately. The branch is flimsy, my friend. Okay, that sounds weird. It's got to have that support. You hear people talk about having the fundamentals. How are we going to choke somebody from side control if you can't control them from side control? That's having a good branch. That's having a good trunk. That's having the ability to even get on top. Not get swept. I think that's kind of why sometimes jiu-jitsu is frustrating. You learn something really cool. It doesn't work because you've learned a cool, we'll just say that's a leaf. That choke is a leaf on a branch. This leaf is awesome. I'm actually pretty good at it too. But the branch isn't going to hold it. Maybe you're a little too far on that limb and you need to come back and learn either a better guard pass or how to pass correctly or clean it up a bit. Maybe instead of trying to submit the guy in the first 8 seconds you get side control, you say, you know what, I'm going to learn how to just kind of pin somebody. I'm not going to just hold them down, but I'm going to work through a couple different side control variations and not let them escape. You could think of that branch as getting stronger and stronger. You make that branch strong. If you get a side control that almost none of your training partners can escape, you can start sputting leaves off of that thing like crazy. If you just have a quick submission, you've got about 8 seconds to get it on because they're going to escape. It's not going to be good. I remember rolling with people when I was a white belt thinking, if I could just get on mount one time, I could try to do an attack. And I couldn't obtain mount on some of my training partners. They weren't playful in that manner to where they would give up positions, and I couldn't earn it. But little did I know, if I had mount, I couldn't hold it. There'd been no way. So your jiu-jitsu is kind of like a tree. You've got to be able to support the techniques you want to add. And you're going to find this if you analyze your jiu-jitsu, the stuff you're good at has good support systems. The stuff that doesn't work for you, it may not fit on that branch. And maybe it's just the leaf needs a little bit of work. If you want to add something to jiu-jitsu, go find that branch that's really strong, that position that you're good at. Add something there. It's going to seem like it's going to be easy to add. Guys, I hope you have a great day today, and stay sweaty, my friend.